Hi, everyone. It's Elena Shanley coming at you from Fountain of You, Family and Relationship Coaching. Um, I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about a particular four-letter F word that is a little troubling for me. And I'm not sure how you feel about it. It definitely triggers me in a lot of different ways, and I have come to realize I need to take ownership of this word. This word is fear. Fear. Fear stops us from reaching amazing things that we could reach. All of our dreams are just beyond fear. And I've realized this, and I am actively, over this last year or so, pushing forward into recognizing these things that are fearful to me and challenging them and achieving what I need. So, what are you afraid of? What are you fearful of? I'm fearful of needles. I am fearful of creatures that don't fall into my leg rule. That would mean if you have less than 2 legs or more than 4 legs, I don't want you anywhere near me. This includes snakes, spiders, insects, whatever. I'm fearful of heights. I am fearful of not being as good as I want to be. So, moving past these fears, once you identify them, they take a lot of action and a lot of focus and a lot of reframe and changing your brain. My fear of creatures, I believe this would just take a little research. If I could start to learn the difference between the poisonous ones and the non-poisonous ones and all of that, I guarantee that that would help. However, that's not one of my priorities. My priorities have to do with the ego and the soul searching and following my passion that I so desperately want to do. So the preliminary exercise is me wearing my fear. Being that I have a fear of needles and as a grown woman will well up in the doctor's office when I'm about to get a shot, I pierced my nose. I had the support of my husband. I wanted this cute little drool on my nose. You probably can't see it because it's super tiny. It's still a little red. It's only 2 months old. And I had to challenge this. And there's a whole way that it went on, and it really did take guts and courage and suck it up and close your eyes and just pretend and this and that, all of that. But what I came out with was this, first of all, this super cute little jewel that I love. And coming out the other side of doing something fearful and knowing I'll be okay. What I want to address is this did not make my fear go away. It did not make me no longer afraid of needles. I still, when I have to give blood and frequently with my health struggles and medication, I do have to give blood a lot and I do have to get lots of labs checked and things like that. So it happens a lot. But you know what I noticed is I can't fall into just saying, I'm scared of needles. I would always say, I'm scared of needles. I'm not a passer outer, but I don't like needles. And that would be my way of excusing myself if I started to well up. This last time that I had, some kind of struggle health wise, I had to go get a shot right in my rear. And I'm leaning over and I'm thinking, I tell the lady, I'm scared of needles. And then as soon as it comes out of my mouth, I think, oh my gosh, you really can't say that anymore. You have clearly stuck a needle through your nose. So I cannot use that excuse anymore. And even though it came out of my mouth and then I immediately dismissed it because I had done this and told her that's why I did this was to push through, I realized it made me have to be more brave. I could no longer rely on the crutch of I'm scared of needles because I am wearing the fact that I have pushed through that on my own by choice. So it kind of creates this bravery in me. Another thing I had discussed was my ego. I am following my heart and following my passion in doing life coaching. I talked myself out of it for a couple of years because I went to school for marriage and family therapy. Shouldn't I be a therapist? Shouldn't I put on a nice outfit and pretty jewelry and sit in an office and, tell people what's going on and use the therapeutic methods to work with broken people? And no, I don't want to do that. I want to work with real everyday people who want to make change in their life. And I've got a blog on, what brought me from therapy to coaching. If you want to check that out on fountainofyoucoaching.com. That's YOU, fountainofyoucoaching.com. So I do find that I have the safety of a full-time job. So in my coaching, if I don't do well, if I don't get enough people to, provide my services to maintain my life or to pay my bills, I could always say, well, I just don't have time. I have to work full time and this and that. Somehow another crutch is going to have to be removed from my life. And so for me, pushing through fear means identifying what I'm afraid of, why I'm afraid of it. And then I have to identify the crutch, because just about every fear I have has a crutch related to it that excuses me from it. And it's hard, but I'm in a good place to do that. I also want to invite you, if you're in a similar place, I've got a free group on Facebook called 2018 Will Rock. And I have just recently found the plan for this group, and we are getting to the nitty gritty. We are making great change in our lives. We are pushing through. You have to be 18 or older now. There is adult content and strong language because we're not sugarcoating in there. So if you'd like to join that with us, I would love the extra support, and I would love to provide you the extra support as well, because I am going through this more metamorphosis with my group. I'm not coaching in this group from coming through on the other side. I am coaching in the thick of it with you. So think about joining that if you're on Facebook. Otherwise, we got a lot of stuff going on Fountain of You. I'd love to chat with you if you want to just book a free discovery call and just kind of talk about what's kind of becoming barriers in your life. I've got two main groups going, a teen self-worth group called Worthy Warrior Tribe, and a coaching for clarity for step parents. It's the most ambiguous role in the family. It's different for every family. It's different with every kid. There's no instruction manual for parenting, and there definitely is not one for step parenting. So check us out, fountainofyoucoaching.com, and see what's going on. I'd love to see you there, and comment and like and subscribe and all that good stuff that I am learning how to do. All right, take care and face your fears. You got this.